day, which is why they have to get someone in, a real man.
This is Joshy Vlogs. I'm watching Crump Earth while playing The Swindle. Crump Earth on Netflix. It's the first episode.
So did they make the tools with their front legs and their hind legs?
Well, I don't think he was ever very good at making things with their feet, so yes,
Yeah,
it would have been the front legs.
Right, so in leg terms it would have been their top legs.
Yes, I think they
Top legs. Yeah.
Arms and hands, we call it today.
So one thing they did invent was fire. Which
Okay,
meant
let's
that
do
to
this.
sit
We're
down
heading for the
and get
banks.
warm, tragically prolonging their already tedious life.
Round this bank while listening to comedy.
Invent something to do during a long, boring evenings, and that something was art.
Yep.
I'm entering a cave, not by mistake or because I'm a wolf, but because I've been specifically asked to come by the
Apparently they can't
producers
teleport.
to look at cave art. Cave paintings like these are one of the first examples of civilization.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it gets better.
I'm gonna try again.
Early
Whoa!
artists started out painting whatever was close to hand, like
Yeah.
their hands. Then they branched out into stories. Initially, just boring stories about cows standing still. But soon they began creating white-knuckle fight scenes like this. Humans versus cows 2D.
That's what I wanted to happen.
This was the thrilling equivalent of Fast and Furious Part 7.
Oh.
Have any of the cave paintings been adapted into films?
Why am I?
Supposed to be
Jesus.
lights anyway, would they?
Filmmaking obviously arose much, much later than the end of the cave paintings.
So there hasn't been like a killing blow that's been like, oh my god, that's an incredible story. We need to get Steven Spielberg to make this.
You have to come up with a story that would last an hour and a half based on just one panel in a film.
Some believe these violent images were painted as a religious act intended to bring good luck in upcoming battles. We don't know why humankind was at war with the cows, and tragically we never will. In fact, we'll probably never even know the name of the artist or these cows, because whoever painted this is almost certainly dead now.
Almost certainly dead. Yeah,
Painting
it's true.
animals every day was a pain in the arse, until
It's not
someone
wrong.
came up with the idea of also eating plants, which were easier to catch, because they couldn't run away. This simple act of laziness led to the invention of farming, a huge leap forwards, which was now more dangerous because you might land on one of the farming implements that was
No.
still lying.
Damn it.
The early farmers grew
Why?
wheat and learned to bake bread. They also grew barley, peas and lentils, so they could have made
Clarence.
multiple vegan food to put inside the bread. But
Right.
luckily, they didn't have to.
Right.
Because they'd also
Clarence
invented
Mercantile.
the fence, a high-tech wooden machine to contain animals. Humans quickly enslaved sheep, chickens, goats, and their number one enemies, the cows. Farms became a lot like zoos. Except,
Okay,
of course,
another
in a
heist.
zoo, you can't pick out an animal you like the look of and kill it and eat it, unless perhaps the zoo itself is struggling financially and the owners lost all hope. Humans turned animals that couldn't eat or ride into pets. They were pretty enough. But early man domesticated dogs for companionship and cats for whatever we have cats for. This was the first time in history life could be described as cozy.
Damn it, should have exploded that
People
guy.
lived in proper houses, which soon grew to become cities. It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city, because I'm not. That's in Iraq, which is miles away. Fucking dangerous. But it looked pretty much like this. So no, I wasn't actually there, I was telling you now by accident. The damage just looks like bricks and dust. But if you use a modern computer to simulate what it used to look like, the results are nothing short
Let's
of
do this. This is extremely dangerous.
civilization have begun. Who invented
Yeah,
civilization?
it's gonna be a long quest through this level.
Civilization is something that was invented or something that started abruptly.
Right.
We talk about civilization once humans started agriculture, once they started building cities and creating laws. That was something that happened gradually in different parts of the world rather than just being invented somewhere.
Yeah, so it wasn't just one man who wanted to remain anonymous. Because that would be something we shouldn't go along with, of course.
Do you mean we shouldn't go along?
It's one man who wants to remain anonymous. There's something a bit shifty about that, isn't there?
Some civilization was invented in Mesopotamia by personal persons unknown. But whoever they were way ahead of their time.
Did the Mesopotamians have any of the same things that we have today?
Yes. Weapons, jewelry, weapons, animals.
Oh right, no, I meant like feet and eyebrows and that sort of thing.
Yes.
They did.
They can hold set of organs, holes, bits that work together. Bits on the outside, bits on the inside.
So they have the same number of holes.
As far as science is in a position to reassure these things,
One of their most significant killer apps was something we still use to this day. A circle. Wheels might look complicated to the likes of you, but the way they work is actually simple.
Here we go.
A circle that here revolves around a sort of sticky bit in the middle, and then as the wheel spin here pushes against the ground, the pressure pulls the entire planet back and away from you, giving you the impression that you're moving forward, which incredibly you actually are. The wheel allowed people to travel around trading things, but first they
Down.
needed to count how many things they owned, and that led to the tragic invention of maths. Let's talk maths.
Traffic.
Were things worth less back in ancient times, or did they have the same value as now on the big one?
As they do now in ancient times, yeah. People still needed to count things.
Did they have the same number of numbers as we do? From 1 to 700, with 700 being the biggest number?
What?
Counts.
So there's no usually not.
No, I saw a thing on YouTube after 700 numbers repeats. They just give them different names so you think they're still going up.
With numbers going as high but no higher than 700, that did something to help you count. That's where this came in. It's called Abacus.
She can send it to her.
Using Abacus, our ancestors could count how many
Brilliant.
possessions they owned. It was a short step from this to the invention of money, in the form of cash.
Ancient people invented currency to make life on Earth easier, but in doing so, they inadvertently invented capitalism, which is going to kill everyone. Sorry,
True.
that's not a
It's
question,
true.
it's just something I read on Twitter.
Having come
Yeah, it's true though.
humankind moved on to something even more boring by inventing writing.
Was the invention of writing a significant development, or more of a flash in the pan like that metal?
I think once writing was thought up, once it appeared in the world,
Getting over these things isn't easy.
So it was much, much bigger than that metal then.
Yes.
What about acid jazz?
I still will put writing ahead.
No, I just wondered what you thought of acid jazz. What's this?
It's fast, it's not the
I
way
can do this.
it occurs to stand in for Mesopotamian clay tablets in cuneiform writing. The first kind of writing that appeared in the world, writing on clay tablets.
As books go, I have to say it's...
I think I'll be able to do this. Let's give it a shot.
Just keep packing on, it's roughly.
Are you one of the people that judges the book by now? And that's a sad misguided view.
If someone shouted this aloud, would that have been the first audio book? Writing changed the world. Suddenly ideas didn't have to disappear just because the person whose head they were
There we go.
writing had died.
Instead, you could convert your ideas into writing, and then anyone else could come along and upload those ideas into their own brain by wirelessly importing them through their eyes.
Right?
Incredibly, despite
Enough.
being invented thousands of years
Ah.
ago, writing still exists today underneath video clips that we watch online.
Right?
And so you'll also
Left.
find another
There we
kind
go.
of language that's still
We're doing great.
emoji. Or as the ancient Egyptians had invented them, called them hieroglyphics.
They told
Same thing.
stories in
Emojis, hieroglyphics. Sure.
It's like a more coherent Marvel comic. Rather than being put up in public where living people could enjoy them, these Egyptian comic strips were painted on the walls of tombs to entertain dead people. And those tombs lay beneath some of the most recognisable, not to mention pointiest, buildings in history. I'm talking about the pyramids. Looking at the pyramids today, it's impossible not to be struck by the thought that they're basically big triangles with a sort of square arse. There's probably a word for that shape, but literally no one knows what it might be. Genuinely timeless mysteries of the pyramids. Why are pyramids that shape? Is it to stop homeless people sleeping in them?
I don't think they had many homeless people in ancient Egypt.
Damn it.
No, people looked after each other. I think and helped each other.
How did Egyptians build the pyramids? Did they start at the top and work down, or start at the bottom and work up?
They had to start at the bottom and work up because it would be impossible to start at the top and work down.
True. Good observation.
The Egyptians believed the most significant thing you could do in your life was die. The more important you were, the more complicated your death had to be. Egyptian kings were known as pharaohs, and when they died, they'd get turned into mummies of Scooby-Doo fame. The ancient Egyptians were obsessed with dead people, weren't they? They're all dead themselves, so do you think they still feel that way?
The ancient Egyptians weren't obsessed with dead people, but actually they were obsessed with life. They wanted to be alive, and they wanted to make sure that when they died, they came alive again. And that's why they did mummification.
So how did they mummify people? Talk me through the process.
You get your dead body and you place it on a table, and then you wash it, and then you start by removing the brain, and then
Did you just bomb getting here?
the body, and they would take out anything that they thought would rot, and then they
Sure.
would cover it in salt and dry it, and then they would wrap it in bandages, and then that would be the mummy.
Yep.
So the kind of Sparta and one of the control has to be the basis. Has a mummy ever ridden a bicycle?
Not that I know of, no. But the ancient Egyptians didn't have bicycles. They didn't even have roads, so they couldn't have a bicycle because they couldn't ride a bicycle on roads.
Right?
Didn't think about this.
Up.
One of the pharaohs of Egypt left a legacy of temples and tombs. Across the water, an even more impressive empire was appearing. Greece, the country, not musical, was where the birth of civilization was born. The ancient Greeks invented lots of things we still have today, like medicine and olives. And lots of things...
I almost killed myself there because this show's too funny.
As well as these impressive ruins, the ancient Greeks also developed culture in the form of yogurt and theatre in all its tedious forms. The Greeks were into tragedies. In a tragedy, sad things happen, like people dying, killing themselves. But the ancient Greek tragedies happened ages ago. Are the things that happen in them still sad?
They are still sad because what the tragedies tell are stories about humans who we can relate to in some cases.
But it was so long ago. Why should I care?
Tragedies are human situations. Even today, if you found out that by accident you killed your own father and married your mother, you'd be quite upset. Just as Eve was.
Maybe I'm just don't push
This
it.
lady's funny.
That's the thing.
You.
I do care quite a lot. Yeah, it's my job.
My mate Paul wrote a story about a man who got a new potato stuck up himself following a by a sex game. And he wrote that in the form of a limerick. No one died, but it sounds horrendous. Is that a tragedy? Or would the potato have to take root and kill him for it to qualify?
It sounds like a very unfortunate incident. I'm not sure it has a more timeless relevance that might make it a tragedy.
Paul said it really happened as well. Honestly, it was like such a time. Really, it's a holiday. The Greeks also created a kind
So
of
bad for
theatre
him.
for stupid people known as sport. They started the Olympic Games without inviting other countries to ensure Greece would win. The contenders at these early Olympics took part completely naked, partly because an athletic physique was considered a virtue, but mainly because lycra was
44,000. left on the property.
Incentive would be to use.
So they did complete natives, and there are
Yeah,
writings
great.
about this.
Can't. I need to use a bomb to get out there.
With all that wriggling
I think I should just do it. Screw it.
Right up their bumholes and
I can't. I'm too impatient to like, go around.
Modesty
I have 5 bombs left. I should be fine.
I want people to close their eyes each time something comes up.
There we go.
I think that probably wouldn't have worked.
You'd have seen them right up their bumholes.
In some cases, people might have done.
Did Zeus really approve of it? But perhaps the most famous form of wrestling the Greeks invented
Awesome.
was mental wrestling.
I
Philosophy
enjoyed that because I could still hit him when he's electrified as long as I use the door.
I
thought that should work, but I wasn't 100% sure it would. There we go. Only 2,400 left on the property. Now I have to try to find it.
These are the ancient Greek philosophers. Not the actual ones.
Where is it?
A lot of dust and bones now. Maybe some teeth if you're lucky. These are just clever simulations made of rock. The Greek philosophers came up with bold new theories about life on Earth. That's why we still know their names today.
Screw it. I'm using another bomb. Yeah.
Socrates.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the bomb.
Pythagoras. This one. Him. And this is Plato. As you can see, even now, centuries after his death, he's still deep in thought, concocting clever theories in his head. If only we could hold a microphone to the side of his brain and hear them for ourselves. But we can't. And even if we could, they'd be in Greek, which no one on our production team can speak. Plato handed his wisdom on to a student who would become one of the most influential thinkers of all time, Aristotle. Aristotle said a lot of clever things, didn't he? My favourite is, you've got to dance like nobody's watching. It's so true, and you can apply it to anything. Because my confidence is quite brittle at times, and I know I come across as quite confident, but sometimes when I'm talking to experts, I worry that, you know, I
There it
might
is.
come across as a
Oh no.
stupid.
No. Okay, I can do this.
When I think of dance like no one's watching, that
It
really
works.
helps. You know, it's like a gift.
Good.
What made Aristotle think of that?
I'm not aware that Aristotle said that particular thing about dancing when no one's watching. I don't think he said that.
Didn't
If he did, I don't know, and I don't know why, but I don't think he did. Is there something similar that he might have said about something about one's confidence? I don't think so.
Experts may disagree over what they actually said, but there's no doubt these Greek pioneers changed the way we think.
There's 200 left on the property. Crap.
Ideas so big it split my head open.
Not that I'm aware of.
You know,
I think I know where it might be.
sometimes philosophers could
Oh no, there it is. Okay, nice. It's right here.
brains sometimes. You know how philosophers
Ah, there we go.
fix thoughts,
Beautiful.
they try and push these
We did it.
thoughts through these pipes.
We did it, gang. We did it.
Big idea, it's best to break it up into lots of little parts about the size of peas. Or squeeze them through in quick succession. Or just bite the bullet and force it through your mind pipe in one huge clod, like gritting your teeth and thinking for too long.
Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Well done,
Very
Beth
artistic
Atkinson.
way Describing to
Now to finish the game in the next video.
the more analytic
Please like,
style
subscribe,
of
bell.
cutting
Love you guys. See you next time.
bites,
Bye-bye.
portions,
Leave a comment.
and the other, the more synthetic.
Save recent gameplay. Full video.